And trading is risky. Use capital you can afford to lose if you are trading. E for eminywizard.com and marketwizards.com. Right, I'd suggested that if you were playing and hitting one more bounce, longs would need to get paid for sure by this 32 to 35. And then if we got lucky, the shorts could get another leg to undermine this first low, and then be very careful because now we are seeking potentially 18, said the 17 to 18, which is the rain line. And below that, the next level of support that I would consider important will be the 12th. Stops down. And a key reminder, these type of events can change in a heartbeat. Move your stops down if you're in this. These are just lines on a chart, but they are a guide. And we are coming to the end of the first 2 hours. And this is the get her done trade. Anybody that's played this third re-entry with trap longs, there's a primary target right here, the rain line. And it doesn't negate other targets, but it does tell me that until this high gets broken, that's not resistance. So anybody that had stops on a position trade, for example, would be moving them down and would never give up on this one. And this box we had put on here before was to show that relationship from that blue line down to this line. I call that the funnel. Very important idea in my trading, because I see this as like a spider web that controls where these things go. And we have not touched the rain line in a few days, right? Back here was the last time we touched it. It was back here at in the 70 area. So I want to think very conservatively. First time back to the rain line. We can undermine it a little, and I've seen sometimes comes flying through, but usually it won't do that when we've been so far above it. You're going to have to chew it, and by that I mean you get bounces, and then it can't get above other moving averages. As long as we stay under that 35, then that's the box it's in. But if it gets above it, then probably it's over and back to the races. So anybody took second re-entry or third or fourth, depending on if you started playing pre-market, take a look, do the math from the high, understand the type of trade that is just happened. It's like a 40-point trade, right? 50-point trade on the day. Somebody's going to want to take profits. Don't be the last one. And I said, I doubt that we will get all day of selling. By my conservative viewpoint, closing the gap at 25 was oh my God, how did we get back here and do this? So I just want to put anything under that 25 into perspective. And we said we're going to use that as our barometer because that was the day's open. Hit and run if you're going to play is my best suggestion. And I said theoretical potential targets, theoretical support 17 to 12. Now, if we come down under this and keep on coming, anything goes, obviously. Just one of those days that defies logic. Take one last look at another chart before we close up. Okay, and looking at this chart, forgetting about gaps and moving averages and everything else, just by looking at market structure, we can see that this 45, 46 area is our key resistance. We know that this turning point back here in that 33 area, that's a key for now. And we know that this level where this came from yesterday, these lows right in here, these traders have been above water. Now they're getting encroached on. So that's a key level of support that needs to be broken. And then the next one is right back down here where these two tails are. And then, of course, the 05. So step by step, come a long way. Does it mean we can go directly to go and collect 200? No. My guess is we're going to have to suffer some bounces. And if we get it back above this high, then probably the low is in. Doesn't have to be, but my guess is it would be. So this is a bigger structure look, and we want to remember this for next week. If not today, then next week. This is still going to be important. And we've got another gap down here too. And just as this was a fast run down, when we do find support, we can get some kind of a nasty surprise. And typically the way to play it is hit and run and obviously go with the current trend right now. Anybody that tried buying today, we said make sure if you buy that you don't average in because this thing has come a long way and we could get a reversal. And if we did, because no support built up, you don't want to be averaging in as that thing is flying against you. Charlie wakes up today and says, oh my God, let's jump on board. I'm sitting there saying, well, we talked about this range yesterday as being resistant, so let's see if that works. I think we've got some range trading for a while just because of the rain line. And truthfully, it's getting time to relax a bit. So if you've made it already, nothing to do, I'd advise you to sit out lunch. And then if you want to trade the afternoon, you can trade a bit the afternoon. But truthfully, you should be thinking about taking a walk or playing golf or whatever. Hope you had a great day. Hope this chart helps you to see what I'm looking at as the next support legs and the potential resistance here. Once we get it above there, then obviously that 38 to 42 is still available as a retest. First things first. Got to get by that first leg. This is E for marketwizards.com and eminywizard.com, reminding everyone to be safe, be thankful for the small trades that we can accumulate some capital and sometimes win even larger ones with our trailers. Have a great weekend. And for those of you who are coming to our webinar next week, love to see you there. Don't forget it's November 8th. 4:15, registration button right on our website. $25 is going to be the threshold, the benchmark for the rest of the day. Above it, pushing forwards. Below it, seeking more support.